Life for All presents Daily Food series, The Word of Life, The Fellowship of Life, and Living Stones for the Edification. The Epistles of John and Peter. Book 7. Hastening the Coming of the Day of God by Pedro. Week 2. God's Judgment on False Teachers. Friday. Good eyes and good ears. Read with prayer. For the hearts of this people have grown dull. Their ears are hard of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears, lest they should understand with their hearts and turn, so that I should heal them. Matthew chapter 13, verse 15. Men have become irrational by allowing their consciences to be seared. They act like unreasonable brutes, speaking evil of the things of which they are ignorant. They think they're destroying what they want to destroy, but in reality, they're being destroyed by their own destruction. 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 12. As they do not like to retain God in their knowledge, the Lord himself gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient. Romans chapter 1, verse 28. This is the condition of man when he loses the restraint of his conscience. He no longer has restraint. Not only does he do things that are not convenient, but he also approves of those who do so. Verse 32. The consequence will always be to receive the wages of unrighteousness, as those who count it pleasure to carouse in the daytime. They are spots and blemishes, carousing in their own deceptions, while they feast with you. 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 13. Judas Iscariot was one of those who received the wages of his iniquity. Acts chapter 1, verse 18. Peter shows that the false prophets of that time, having fallen into the carnal realm, sought pleasure in carnal lust, as those who count it pleasure to carouse in the daytime. They are spots and blemishes, carousing in their own deceptions as they feast with you. 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 13. Here the word carouse in Greek is trophic, which means to have the mind and body weakened by indulgence, a luxurious and effeminate life, an easy life in broad daylight. At first, they may even practice less severe things, but as they become unbridled, their condition becomes worse. They revel in their deceptions, deceiving others and being deceived, while they feast with the brothers and sisters. Jude, verse 12. The early Christians had feasts called love feasts. Paul related these feasts to the Lord's Supper. 1 Corinthians chapter 11. Warning the church in Corinth not to use the feast of the Lord's table to indulge in food and drink. Verses 20 to 22. False teachers mingled among the brothers and sisters and feasted together, disguised as wolves in sheep's clothing. The Apostle Peter says more, having eyes full of adultery that cannot cease from sin, enticing unstable souls. They have a heart trained in covetous practices and are accursed children. 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 14. The eyes are important because everything depends on how a person sees things. Matthew chapter 5, verse 28. Chapter 6, verses 22 and 23. For those with bad eyes, the word of God is also bad. For those with good eyes, the blessing contained in the word of the Lord enlightens them, and they, in turn, will also enlighten others. How are your eyes? If your eyes are good, your countenance shines. If they are bad, with a heart full of hatred, your countenance is downcast. Just as seeing, hearing is also important. Matthew chapter 13, verses 14 and 15. Whoever has eyes that see and ears that hear will also have a heart that understands, discerns, and will be healed by the Lord. Verse 16. The opposite is also true. False teachers have eyes full of adultery. They cannot cease from sin, enticing unstable souls. 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 14. In Greek, the word entice is deliazo, which means to capture with a bait. It is to deceive through flattery, fascinate, seduce, and deceive. These false teachers always use bait to deceive. Fishing is a good example of deception because fish are deceived with bait. Thinking they're going to eat, they bite and are hooked. This warning is for those who do not closely follow the word of the apostles. Those who closely follow the word of truth are constant and firm and will never be victims of deception. Those who love the word, immerse in it, sleep and wake up listening to it. And when a different word appears, they indeed smell a distinct odor and realize that it is bait.